Welcome back, and here is the Olympic champion. In terrific form in his qualification. He was first in his group. Bronze medalist in the world last year, 20 years old, from St. Petersburg, Alexei Urmanov, with Verdi's Rigoletto. What a mistake there, a turn between the triple axel and the double toe, so 0.2 off, and it was nearly worse than that.
Fabulous height on the flying sit spin, and a good tuck position in the air as well.
Triple lutz, but only just landed.
Well, he did well there. His toe slipped on the takeoff, and that cost him a lot of height.
Even on the double axel, he didn't look totally secure. Well, after his performance in Lillehammer, that was a bit like after the Lord Mayor's show. And if he is given a high marking, I think it'll be largely on reputation, because that wasn't the Urmanov we saw in Norway.
No, it wasn't a vintage performance from Urmanov, but we were talking yesterday in the pairs competition about the different pressures the skaters are experiencing going into the competition with a chance of getting a medal. And Urmanov now goes into this men's competition, and he's the man that everybody wants to beat. And I'm sure the pressures are different for him. There's the triple axel. Now, on a normal day, he'd have got that out. Perhaps not quite as high as he would have liked, but had he been a little sharper, he'd have got that left leg back and got the double toe on the end cleanly. And even the double axel, as you pointed out, Simon, landed on an inside edge, and almost as if he didn't believe that it was going to work.
So there'll be an automatic 0.2 deduction for the turn between the combination.
Well, I bet Alexei Mishkin there lost a few pounds during that performance. There were a couple of times where Urmanov could have gone down.
Alexei, who had financial problems because the money he earned for exhibitions, he had to feed a grandmother, a younger brother, a sister, and also his mother. Mother was an engineer in a weapons factory, but now works as a cook and a waitress in a restaurant. So it was vital that Alexei kept his earnings up, and you can imagine how pleased the whole family were. when he won his gold in Olympics.
I'll tell you what, that puts a lot of added pressure onto a skater, or any athlete, and you have to give him an awful lot of credit for that.
Now, he needs to be there or thereabouts going into the free. I don't think he's going to be leading.
5-3, 5-3,
But if he's in the top 3 or even 4, he's got a chance.
5-4,
Remember, Stoico still to come. Candeloro leads at the moment.
presentation.
5-3 up to 5-6.
5-7, 5-8,
The best mark so far for presentation.
5-8, 5-8,
But he slots in 3rd place behind Zagorodnyuk and the leader, Candeloro.